Hi, this is Mr. Patch. Today's lab assignment is one where we're going to count particles by their average mass. In a way, this is what's done when we use the periodic table to count atoms, when we use the mole concept. The idea is that we take a large group of atoms and find their average mass. And once we know the average mass of a large group, we can use that to determine by mass how many atoms we have in a smaller sample. We'll do that using our own averages for some other particles today. Today we are going to use some marbles. And you might think when you look at marbles that they're all the same, but actually they're not. So we're going to find the average mass of various different groups of marbles, and then we're going to use that to count how many we have later on. So what we need to do is we need to figure out the average mass of different samples of marbles. We're going to start off with the blues. Now, the way these averages work, of course, is the more we sample, the more accurate our average is going to be. But since we're stressed for time, we're just going to take a smaller sample and we're going to see how accurate that is by percentage error later on. So it's very important that you zero out the balance every time. This balance is accurate enough so just breathing on it is enough, as you can see, to throw it off. So I have to make sure I don't breathe in that direction and I zero it after every single sample. We're using the light blue marbles here, and we're gonna take a sample of 8 different marbles, just one after another. That's 1. Zero it again. Here's 2. Make sure you're writing these numbers down. Taking it off. Here's sample 3. That can't be right. Here's number 3. Now I am going to try something a little trickier now. I'm going to zero it with that on there. Now I'm going to put 4 on there. Now I'm going to call that 0. And here's number 5. Call that 0. Here's marble number 6. Going to zero that out. Here's marble number 7. We always wait till it stabilizes. Zero it out. Here's marble number 8. Good. Can zero that out. Okay, that's the blue set of marbles. That's the light blues. We're going to go to the greens. I only need 8 of them. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, zero it out. These are the greens. There's the first one. Zero it. Here's the second one. Zero it. Here's the third one. Zero it. Here's the fourth one. Zero it. Here's the fifth one. Zero it. Here's, oops. Got to keep track of that. Oh yeah, it's okay, it's a 0. There's the 6th one. Wow, that's not too good. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe I have a sticky button right there. There we go. Zero it. I'm going to wait a little second after I zero it this time. It looked like I was causing problems there for it. Zero it. And here's the last one. So that's 8 of them. Okay. Take these off. I've got the blues done. I've got the greens done. Let me go to the oranges. There we go. Zero it. Orange. Ooh, not zeroed. There's the first one. That's stable. Zeroing it out. Here's the second one. Stable. Zeroing it out. Here's the third one. That's stable. Zeroing it out. Here's the fourth one. Stable. Zeroing it out. Here's the fifth one. Stable, zeroing it out. Sixth one. Stable, zero it. Seventh one. Stable, zero it. And eighth one. Okay, we've got the orange one there. Okay, so I've got these are the small green ones, the Airsofts. There we go. There's one, that's stable. Ooh. Now it looks stable. That looks stable. Could be just me moving around here. Number 3. Number 4. There's a little ventilation on in this room. That might be what's throwing us off a tiny amount. That looks pretty stable though. Here's number 5. All right, that looks stable. Here's number 6. I know that they're moving around a little bit on the numbers, so take your best shot. Sometimes it looks stable to me, and just before I push that 0 number, it switches again. It'll be interesting to see which of these are more consistent. These seem like they're fairly consistent, more consistent than the marbles to me. And that looks like 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we are now done with the Airsofts. Okay, here's some white. These are actually white metal or white wooden balls that we use for atomic models. There's the first one. Zero it. Here's the second one. Zero it. Here's the third one. Zero it. Here's the fourth one. Zero it. Here's the fifth one. Zero it. Here's the sixth one. Zero it. Here's the seventh one. Zero it. Here's the eighth one. Okay, I'm going to stop with those. Let's see. Here's some other wooden balls that we use for atomic models. 5, 6, 7. Take 8 of these. Zero it out. And here's the first one. That's good. Here's the second one. Zero it. Here's the third one. All right, zero it. Here's the fourth one. Zero it. Here's the fifth one. Zero it. Sixth one. Zero it. Seventh one. Zero it. Eighth one. All right, that looks consistent. So, okay, we're continuing on here with our seventh and last type of bead. So these are just BBs. Once again, I always zero the balance before I go. For the first one over here, oops, I want to make sure it's not moving. I make sure when I talk, I'm not breathing on it. Okay, here's the first one. That looks stable. Zero it out. Second one. That looks stable. Nah, maybe not. That seems stable. Zero it out. Third one. These look more consistent than some of the other ones, don't they? Okay, that looks stable. Oh, maybe not. I'll just wait. Once again, just having the ventilation system blowing in here can throw off the results, because it might throw something on here. Boy, it's hard to get a absolutely stable reading on this. On real high quality balances, what they do is they've got them, they've got them encased in something so that no air or breezes can blow on them or anything. I think you gotta take your best shot on that. Take your best shot. I'll put the next one on here. These seem a little less consistent. It seems like it doesn't stabilize as well as some of the other ones. The numbers are pretty close, but they're not stabilizing as well, and I think that's because the ventilation system is on right now. So I think our vents are blowing air around this classroom. I can feel a faint breeze from it, and I think that's what's throwing our balances off. Okay. Some of these we just have to take our best shot on it, and that'll be the way it is. All right, that looks good. So, what you have here is you've got 7 different beads then. And we need to figure out the average mass. So take all those numbers and determine what the averages are, right? And then what we're going to do next is I'm going to put a bunch of those beads on here, and you're going to use that average to determine how many beads there are mathematically. And then we're going to see how I'll tell you later on how many I had, and we're going to see if your calculations are correct. So that's it for a little while. So your job right now, go ahead and get the masses written down and make sure we get the averages.